First, just a really good win for our team. You know, we've been on the other end of that a lot, and so you know, part of me feels for TSU because I think their season has gone very similar to ours. They've been in a lot of games. You know, they have a new coach who's I think is doing a great job there, Coach Kearns. Obviously, Tia Wooten is an outstanding player. 24 points, 15 rebounds. Really didn't have an answer for her. Our answer was she fouled out, and so that was. I was glad to see her going off the court there in the last seconds, no doubt. But, you know, first I want to credit them. You know, I think they're going to be a team to be reckoned with in our league in the coming years, and I think Coach Kearns is doing a great job. But I also want to credit our kids. You know, the fact that we are where we are in the season, and our kids are still fighting and still battling and still growing. I think you saw a lot of growth in our team tonight. We've been in that position a lot this year and come out on the other side of it, the wrong side of it, a lot. And they were still locked in tonight to be able to withstand a 13-2 run in the third quarter by TSU and to not just fall apart and to be able to battle back, calm down, start getting stops and start executing on the offensive end, I think just really says a lot about the character and the heart of our basketball team. And it starts with our seniors in Shug and Asia. And I thought this senior tonight, she led us in every way. You know, you look at her line, 10 of 18, 23 points and 10 rebounds in 39 minutes. But what you don't see is all the other little things that I thought she did tonight as well. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she got the block at the end of the huge block at the end of the game as well. May have been the first in her career, but just really happy for our kids.
Questions? And you know, you talked about it a little bit. Towards the end, you got a lot of stops that helped you crawl back into it, and then you had two huge stops right there at the end of the game to seal it. Talk about the defense a little bit more.
Yeah, you know, obviously they score a lot of points, and so you know it doesn't feel like we did a great job on them defensively because we really didn't have an answer for Wooten. But to be able to hold them to 65 points is not a bad night. What I thought tonight we did a better job of that we haven't been doing in those situations. We only had 11 turnovers, so we didn't give them a lot of transition opportunities, which is what they do extremely well. Yeah, and most of them were in the first half. We didn't have very many in the second half. And then they also lead the league as far as free throws and free throw percentage. They've shot more free throws than anybody in the league, and then their free throw percentage is outstanding. I think that it's around in the 80s, which is very, very good. And they only got to the line 9 times tonight, and so you know those were two big areas that we knew we had to win, battles that we had to win within the game, and I thought we did that. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well. You know, when they went to the zone there in the I think it was the fourth quarter, it shook us up a little bit at first and kind of threw us off balance. But I thought then we settled down and started to execute. And where we were taking a lot of perimeter shots, we finally started attacking in the short corner and at the high post and getting some looks around the basket and not relying on the three-point shot because, frankly, it wasn't going in for us tonight. You know, we were 1 of 14 going into the fourth quarter from the three and probably shooting too many threes. But, boy, there was no bigger three than the one that Jordan Brock hit. and that's a freshman that struggled most of the game. She was 2 of 10 from the three-point line. But
she'd already shot a three-pointer in that same possession.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that tells you, you know, and she'll be the first to say she's a baller and she's a gamer. And, you know, she's not going to turn down a shot, and she just believes in herself. And you got to have that. You know, you absolutely have to have that. And I also thought she took a big charge late in the game on the defensive end. But I thought we had several other players that stepped up. Kentori Alexander, I thought, hit some huge free throws, and she struggled from the free throw line. I thought she hit some huge free throws. Mackenzie Coleman hit some big free throws down the stretch, and then to be able to get the defensive stop. Just a lot of growth with our team tonight.
You know, you had another great game, another double-double, and you're coming towards the end of your season. You know, how does a win feel tonight to you?
I know our record may not show like the kind of work we put in, but I know my teammates are winners, and the good thing about our team is that we keep fighting and we keep believing in ourselves. And so, I mean, I love every single thing we've been through, and I'm just thankful for that. And so a win, I mean, of course a win is amazing, but it's just like Coach Wall talked about before, it's just the tough times that bring us close together, and sometimes wins can hide a lot of that stuff. And I think I enjoy mostly just being through the struggle and being through some ups and downs with them. And so Coming to an end, yeah, my career here, yes, but I know my relationship with them it will go on forever. So I'm just thankful.
We're
for
not
that.
done yet, though.
Right.
Do you feel it starting to set in though?
No, no, we were talking about that today, and no, I'm not. I'm soaking in every second, every minute, and I'm gonna take this game. And I know we talk about, once it's a win, the next day we kind of back off from it a little bit and focus on the next one. But I'm soaking it in, and so tomorrow when I get to practice, then I'm gonna think about the next game. But I'm gonna take it all in.
Yeah, and for both of you, how big is it to win in the last game of your season on Saturday?
Well, I think I want it so much for those two seniors in the locker room, and it's not a time to reflect yet because we're not finished, and we have an important one on Saturday, and we need to finish this strong, and not only for our seniors but for that group, that big group that's coming back. And so I'm going to stop short yet of reflecting, but I will say this. You don't have to look very far to know that our culture is turning into a championship culture. Does it show in our record yet? No. But if that's all you're looking at, then you're looking at the wrong things. There's going to come a time, when that's gonna be very, very important, and we're going to get to the point where we don't celebrate wins as big as we did tonight. I mean, you can see me tonight, and the girls soak me in water. But I think it's really important where we're at right now. Every little step along the journey, we celebrate, and we recognize it, and we enjoy it, and that's how you build a program. And these seniors, they didn't sign up to come help rebuild a program when they signed here 5 years ago, and sometimes life throws you curveballs, and and change. We talk about it all the time. Life is about change, and it's not the events that happen to you, it's the response that you have to those events that determine the quality of your life. And I just can't say enough about these seniors, how they've embraced us and really fought for our vision, fought for our culture. And you don't have to look very far from the game tonight to see where our culture is, because these kids could have packed it in. They hadn't gone. We hadn't gotten what we wanted. Probably hadn't gotten what we deserve, but you get in life what you earn, and and we probably hadn't earned it enough. We hadn't made enough plays at the end, or made enough stops, or made enough shots for our record to be different. But to see them continue fighting, to see us be able to go in that locker room, there is a lot of love in that locker room, and there's a lot of care, and that is a team that loves each other and loves playing with each other, and is not ready for the season to be over yet. And so I'm going to enjoy every minute that I have left with these guys.